hand on my heart. I give it all I got. Walk the walk and talk the talk. Take it higher, that's a God. Hand on my heart, no, I give it all I got. Walk the walk, talk the talk. Take it higher, that's a God. Never stopping, that's a must. Always winning, never lost. GPS, I never lost. GPS, I never lost. Who do it better than me? Yeah. Vision on 2020. Yeah. VVS, Liberty. Yeah. Determination, laser focus. Banging on they know they taking notice. Taking notice. Taking notice. Determination, laser focus. Banging on they know they taking notice.
From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at Paul Brown Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. The enthusiasm of this Cincinnati crowd in full effect a moment ago as their Bengals took the field to the delight of this sold-out crowd. And they're all set as they'll match up with the Arizona Cardinals. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Murray now on first down. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, but it's going to be second down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Second and 10 now from the 27. Fourth-round pick in 2018, Chase Edmonds with a carry. Even with the nice move, can't go very far. Stopped short of the 30. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And able to find Kirk complete. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for, and that'll bring up second down. Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. This one complete to the running back, Chase Edmonds. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. Buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Kyler Murray, 1,000-yard rusher as a quarterback in his Heisman campaign at Oklahoma. He's got the first down. Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. That's Isabella open on the right side. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. And that one falls incomplete. A 50-50 ball. A little dangerous. Could have been picked. Now it's 3rd down. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And this one is right down Broadway. And the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Boyd. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Mike, hey, let's pin the mirrors back and go full strip. Switch. Kill.
Dalton with a give here to Mixon. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, obviously they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now.
Heads up, please. Check. 368. Bring it. Showing up.
Now on 2nd and 13. Dalton. Being chased out left. Now he's hit, and Dalton lost the football. And this is recovered by the Cardinals. In their locker room, they've got a sign that says defense wins championships. And Charles, they pointed to that this week, said that has to be us. Looking good early.
I like how you saw that because of the bold letters, right? You saw the emphasis that they place on that and what they believe in. And for them, it's every single snap. So it's not just a matter of getting to the quarterback and knocking the ball free. They're trying to read when that ball's going to come free. As soon as those hands separate to throw the ball, they want to be there and have a chance to knock it out.
At the 21-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. 2nd down, Murray sets to throw. First, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Carl Lawson able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
He's got a man complete. It's Clay. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, like hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he could scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
So scores on their first two possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Man, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
It's second down. Dalton looking. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. They'll try to run with Edmonds. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Chase Edmonds, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. So from the 36 now, first and 10. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it, an in route, going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
And caught, right side, Green. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 13-0 is the score after one on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here. They've got it 3rd and 10 here to start things out.
Watch out.
Now Dalton. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Throwing, Dalton. He finds Ross, right side, it's complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
Dalton's throw on target to Tyler Boyd. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Two by two. Move. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
And again, Andy Dalton to throw. And that will be incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the number one thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Here's Randy Bullock now as he'll go for the field goal. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they will indeed get on the board here, but still trailing. It's now 13-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
A reminder about Sunday Night Football later tonight. It's a rematch from the divisional round last year, Colts and Chiefs from Arrowhead. Then tomorrow on Monday night, the Browns and 49ers from Levi's Stadium, where the Browns already playing their 3rd primetime game in the season's first 5 weeks. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On 2nd down, this is Edmonds. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Man open right side, it's the tight end Clay. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Watch safety quick. Watch safety quick.
Throwing on first down is Murray. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have him set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. His tight end Clay, the intended receiver.
They'll take over 1st down and goal at the 6-yard line.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts. The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
Hey. Check 26. Check.
Another try for Mixon. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Heavy.
And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
Second and goal from the 1.
Here you go, 368.
On the toss, Mixon. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That second down play nets a -4.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And he's got his big tight end, Eifert, and it's a Bengal touchdown. Tyler Eifert, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals able to get this back within a touchdown. Bullet good on the extra point, and the lead down to 3 at 13-10. Now Bullet send this one away after the...
Up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. When I've been magic, with the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma...
Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paul Brown Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. This crowd loves their orange and black. The scene just a short time ago, they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football as the Bengals get set to do battle with the Arizona Cardinals. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Let's go! Pittsburgh! Okay, we got to get this stop here, D. Check. Let's go! Hot roll! Hot.
On 2nd down, here's Murray. He completes it right side of the lane. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 32 that time. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Edmonds. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Murray now. He can run for it, and he will. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a 1st down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
First down, Murray. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. To throw, it's Murray. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Carl Lawson able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
On 3rd down, Murray. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
59 mark, 59 mark. 368. I got you. Pop. Switch.
This is Joe Mixon, 4th in the NFL in rushing last season. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 11 now, Dalton, and this is incomplete. He was looking for John Ross that time, and that'll make it 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Regular.
3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. Trying to lay one up deep. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Edmonds. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Murray. He sets to fire deep. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10.
The Bengals getting set to go. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
And all the way up to the 47-yard line. A big play there for Cincinnati. 43 yards on the ground. A first scoring update now from Carolina. And it's the Panthers there out to the early advantage. And we'll continue to watch the updates in that one as well as the other games going on in Week 5 of the NFL season. On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. That's complete to John Ross. A good pick up there at 20 yards. Nice completion there for Andy Dalton. Charles, you worked some of his games when he was at TCU. Now you've worked his games in the NFL. What progression have you seen?
I've seen a guy who took over as a freshman in college and got better and better each year. Always added a little bit more to his game, gets stronger. But the best part about him is he's always been accurate.
Mixon with a first down carry. Brushing off defenders. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive they went 3 and out.
A first chance in the red zone for the Bengals now. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Dalton here from the gun. Green's open, and he's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A.J. Green. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They run with Logan. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and it's 3rd down. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Clay. A gain of 39 that time.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the third time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A first down there on a pickup of 25. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. The Cardinals into the red zone for the first time. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Nick Vigil. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Andy Isabella was the intended target.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Check 24. Watch 24. 93, 52, 93.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
To throw here, Dalton. To the left side here for Eifert. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They look to throw on 3rd with Dalton. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and the lead is now 10-7. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
52, 93, 44.
They'll start here with a give to Mixon, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stop that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
On 2nd and 12, Dalton. That's caught by his tight end, Uzomah. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
First down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Now Joe Mixon. Tackle made there by Buda Baker.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Come on, QB.
And Dalton to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Hey. 4 down. Here we go. Motion.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now the Bengals on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Hey, 25 to Mike. We'll go 25 to Mike. Hey, let's go.
93, 52, 93. Hands up.
From the gun, Dalton looks to throw, and Eifert has it. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And they convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Under 10. 10.
Yeah, 5-6.
Check 3.
Recon, 132 fighter.
25. You go tight.
They go 368. Stop.
Out of the gun, it's Dalton. He finds his running back, Mixon. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
And they've got another 1st and 10 as the penalty keeps this drive moving. This will be Dalton again. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Hey, tighten down. There you go.
Hands up.
And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10.
Bailey, get him, boy.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
On 3rd and short, going with their tight end. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Tyler Eifert. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front. Here's Bullock now for the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown.
The Cardinals take over. Get ready, get ready, get ready. At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes. Back-to-back, what a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Throwing again on second down. Murray. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. The Cardinals on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun on third down, Murray. Now he's forced, and the pressure gets to him again. Carlos Dunlap, the Florida Gator, chopping his way to the quarterback. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. On fourth down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. Alex Erickson deep for Cincinnati. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Fielded just inside the 30. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. Well, you're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Let's stop.
It's now 2nd and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
5-6, 5-6, 5-6.
We got 3.
To throw again, Dalton. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29.
They should have known, baby.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
9 seconds to play, likely the final snap of the first half as it's 1st and 10. After the turnover, here's Murray. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Andy Isabella was the intended target. And it's 2nd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. A final shot before half from Murray. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
368.
Dalton. outside, caught by Green. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Back. Blue draw quarters.
Here you go, 368.
Looking to throw again on second down. Dalton got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
I'm coming.
From the gun, a give to Mixon. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Off the play fake to Mixon. This is Dalton. And caught right side, Green. 23 yards to pick up there.
I know we just saw a nice throw and catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Ice.
Play fake. Here's Dalton. Now he's hit, and Dalton lost the football. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call.
Hey. Here you go, can.
Check, 59.
Operating from the gun, Dalton. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. He gets a good chunk of yards there, 8 all told, but they're still looking at a 4th down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game and you look at the backgrounds of these kickers? It's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
We play to win. Let's go.
At their own 27-yard line.
Ready? This the outlaw. Night, sweetheart.
It'll be Edmonds to begin the drive. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Tie it right.
Shotgun now from Murray. Looking for White on the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 35. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21.
It's your first drive of the second half. You're down on the scoreboard. Maybe you just say to yourself, let's take a shot, see if we can shake them up. And, boy, they hit that one.
First down, Murray. Dancing to his left. Murray has the first down and more. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. To Edmonds on the toss. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Chase Edmonds, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that will level the playing field at 17 all. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go.
So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
368.
Dalton bootlegs out. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Darius Philon just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. So Dalton now. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 35. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his second interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
First down, Cardinals.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up first and 10.
It's just me and you. It's me and you. 57's Mike. Mike 57. Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Here we go.
Throwing on first down is Murray. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Back to the air on second down, it's Murray. Left side here, caught by Clay. And he's got this down to the 35. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here this second half. First and 10. They'll run with Edmonds. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
That is caught inside the 5. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. And a nice gain of 21 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Chase Edmonds with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Cardinals have broken the tie. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, 1st and 10 at their own 23. The drive will commence with a run by Mixon. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Once again, they run with Mixon. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 4.
Move!
Now it's Mixon running right. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a Bengal 1st down, a pickup of 11.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack. Hassan Reddick coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Running left, it's Mixon. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 9 yards on the pickup that time, so he got more than half of it back, but it's still a 3rd and 8. Now Bengals on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 8. Passing, it's Dalton. He's got his man, Boyd. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 10 yards there on a Bengal 1st. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. A big pickup of 38. He had 1 touchdown earlier, nearly a 2nd one there.
Yeah, it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep him out of the end zone after a big play. Perhaps you go right back to him. Don't need the distance, but maybe he can pay things off after a big effort.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good run on 1st down, and now they contemplate a 2nd and goal situation. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Here's a run with Mixon, and he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On first down, Edmonds. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. On second down, here's Murray. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Carlos Dunlap picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Murray with a 3rd and long. Steps away to his left. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off. And caught it up. Andy Isabella was the intended target.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. He was looking for Charles Clay as tight end. And now it's 2nd down. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. Murray again, 2nd and 10. Flushed out right. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 3rd down, it's Logan. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. Here's Andy Lee now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Here comes Erickson. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. 12 yards on the return that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. A 4th quarter score now from Heinz Field in Pittsburgh. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A victory there would mean they're 6th on the year.
Check, 59. Let's go, D. Let's go. Slam.
They begin with a run by Mixon, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 27-yard line.
You reach 68!
Dalton sets up play action. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop, but that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything, so it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
He's going to air it out deep for Green. He's got a man, complete. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10.
Watch the screen! Watch the screen! Watch the screen! Watch the screen! Sling it!
A handoff running left, Mixon. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Big spot, Andy Dalton. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure whatever the reason is. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now Murray. He's going to rifle one deep left, and this is going to be intercepted. William Jackson with a pick, and his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Intercepted. The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10.
Move!
Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? Now he's hit, and Dalton lost the football. 4 quarters not enough. We're all even, and to overtime we go. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Let's go! Let's do this!
So here's Dalton and the Bengals now. First and 10 at their 25-yard line. Mixon gets the nod to start the drive. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 24-yard line.
Watch that. Regular. 4 down. Hey, let's go.
So now the first OT throw coming for Dalton. Over the middle, that's caught by Ross. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 15 yards on the play, first down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space.
Check, check, 59. All day, baby, all day. Regular. Tight go. Regular.
First and 10 for Dalton. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Keeping the aggression going on defense in overtime here, a first down blitz.
You know you can get burned on it big time if they pick it up. But in this situation, they brought the blitz, put some pressure on the QB, and he wasn't able to complete a pass downfield.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on second and 10.
93, 52, 97.
Throwing again. Dalton. To the left side here for Eifert. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Part of the reason we're in overtime, all the interceptions he's thrown in this game, but that was a good throw right there.
Hey, he's really not daunted, is he, partner? I mean, it's been interception palooza for him, and he's still pushing it downfield, trying to make a play, and he was successful on that throw.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. That was excellent from start to finish, from the blocking to the running, just well executed.
And now let's look ahead, because after that, how about a little play action, maybe a little bootleg, and get the quarterback out on the corner and give him a little run-pass option.
And they're right down here looking for 6. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
Nice. Mike, check, 59.
They'll give it to Mixon. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. Second and goal from inside the 5.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Dalton with a give here to Mixon. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And he brings it back to the house. It's a touchdown. And in a crazy inning, a defensive score wins it. So here's Dalton and the Bengals now. First and 10 at the 20. Here's Anderson as they begin this series on the ground. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10.
Not today. Here you go. 93, 52, 93, 44. 44. Here you go. Hey, Charlie. Mike, check, 59. Check pass. 59.
Out of the gun, it's Dalton. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. So we will see yet another drive in this overtime.
For whatever reason, neither team able to finish this game off. I know that the first thought is, does anyone really want to win it? But I think that they both desperately want to win it, and sometimes you force things, and that leads to errors.
Well, it's out there for the taking. We'll see who can do it. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to second and 4. On second down and 4, Murray. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
I don't know whether I want to be a fly on the wall or not when they hear the explanation of how he, one of the bigger targets on the field, the tight end could be that wide open and uncovered downfield. Who blew that assignment?
Somebody did.
No doubt about it. There's no way you're not going to account for him.
And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic